Greetings and bienvenue. Today we got when Ghostface turned the town into a bloodbath. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Never seen this movie before. Don't know what it's about. We're gonna find out if my computer works today.
So the movie kicks off and there's this girl named Casey chilling alone in this big ass house out in the woods. Already a red flag. The phone rings and it's some random dude who called the wrong number. And usually when that happens, you just kind of like hang up and keep it pushing. But nah, she stays on the line. Like, look at how bad she's cheesing. No lie, she was definitely a certified 90s bop. Cause ain't no way you're getting rizzed up by a no caller.
I can't lie, you sound fine as hell. Do you have a boyfriend?
Why? You trying to take me out on a date?
No way that's how the movie actually started. You're telling me bro had so much game that she don't even know what he looks like. He's calling her phone randomly in the middle of the woods at night and she's going? Nah, I need to learn that type of game. Yeah.
Man, I swear I wish I was a 90s kid, cause pulling the girls back then looked a little too easy. Anyways, things took a wild turn. Dude on the phone hits her with the "I'm looking at you." Then shorty started tweaking. She started locking all the doors in the house and finally hanging up the phone, trying to shake him off. But this man kept calling back. After the third time, he told her, "If you hang up again, I'm gonna gut you out like a fish." And now I'm confused. I thought Brody was trying to hit. I guess things took a wild turn. Casey was not trying.
I mean, he's trying to get in them guts one way or another.
To take any chances. She started sprinting through the whole house and locking every door and window like her life depended on it, and it kind of did. The doorbell rings and she suddenly just breaks down and started crying, talking about, "You better leave me alone, my boyfriend is on his way."
You say you don't have a boyfriend.
Boyfriend? Girl, weren't you just flirting with him 2 minutes ago? She clearly don't love her man. Dude on the phone hits her with the, "Oh, your boyfriend? You mean that nigga that's tied up in the backyard?"
Multiple things are going on here. One, fuck. Nah, that's type of. Oh, you hear that? You just gotta start praying at that point. Second of all, you ready to throw your whole relationship away for some dude on the phone? Hey man, say man.
Tell me why, when she turns on the light, her boyfriend is tied up in the chair, paranoid, looking like he went a few rounds with Cobra. And I'm just gonna say this right here. He's gonna be in aura debt for the rest of his life. And the crazy part is, this bitch just stands there crying inside, not even trying to help. Like, you can clearly see that your boyfriend is tied up. Like, go cut him loose or something. Anyway, so Brody on the phone was like, "Let's play a game. If you get the answer right, he lives. Get it wrong, well, he about to meet Jesus." And of course,
Damn, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a bad person. Cause I'm hanging up the phone. I'm like, hey, as long as it's not me, I'm chilling.
she fumbles. She gets the answer wrong, and yeah, the nigga's guts were hanging out like spaghetti. No cheese. She finally runs to the kitchen and grabs a knife. And after all that, this is the time she grabs a weapon? Like, bro, some people just have zero survival instincts. She slowly sneaks out the house and sees a nigga in a mask creeping through the house. And yes, that is Ghostface, a serial killer. So now that she knows that he's inside the house, what do you think she does? Run? Nope, she stays put and even sees her parents' car pulling up. And instead of running to them, she crawls back to peep through the window to see what Ghostface is doing. And yeah, he grabs her right through the glass, but she manages to smack the piss out of him and dip out of.
I'm a grown man and I got scared. They got me.
Like, look at this. Why are you stopping? Run, bitch. She manages to take a pause way too long and gets T-boned straight to the ground. Somehow she gets back up, limping for dear life, only to catch a knife right to the chest. And
Jesus,
that should have been raps. But nah, shorty got hot. She hits Ghostface with a nut shot, then tries to crawl through the driveway screaming for mommy. But her parents couldn't hear her, so Ghostface hit her with the night-night. Shout out to Chef Curry. Anyways, her parents walk inside the crib and they instantly feel that something is off. Smoke alarm blaring, no signs of their daughter, and just straight weird vibes. Casey's mom dials 911, but as soon as they step outside, bumbleclot, shorty's hanging from the tree. Like, what? When did Ghostface even have time for this? I swear he just murdered her like 30 seconds ago. I guess he ain't a killer. He a demon. So now the whole town's buzzing about the murders. Like, everybody's on edge. And remember, this is the 90s. Hardly any cameras and nobody had a phone in their pocket.
Oh yeah, they're kind of... They're cooked. Because again, like he's saying, it's the 90s. No one has a phone. No one has GPS. There's no security cameras. There's no ring cameras. So he can just do whatever he wants until he gets stopped by someone. But by that time, he's already up like 30 on him.
And if you did, you were either rich or trapping. Killers back then were literally on kill streaks, and police had no case or clues. Ghostface was really out here treating it like
No DNA. Oh,
GTA servers. So the police pull up to Woodsboro High, asking everybody questions, trying to see if anybody knows anything. Because Casey and her mans went there. This wasn't just a random attack, it was close to home, and now everybody's looking at each other sideways. Fuck around, you might be sitting next to the killer. And right in the middle of it all is Sydney Prescott. Quiet, low-key, but everyone knows her story. Her mom was murdered a year ago. So this new killing spree, it's digging up old wounds, and it's hitting way too close for comfort. And her friend group on some weird shit. They're out here cracking jokes about murders, like Sydney's mom wasn't a victim.
You're a victim.
Anyway, school finishes and Sydney heads home, and oh my god, this girl's living different. She got one of them cribs that screams 0.1%. Her dad's out of town on a work trip and won't be back until Sunday, so she's all alone in that big ass house. Her best friend was supposed to come and stay the night with her, but of course she never showed up. Classic. It's like making plans.
See, like this is the problem with being like having too much money. You start wanting to be by yourself. You don't want to be around the pores too much. But like, even if there's no, like, you know what I'm saying, nobody trying to hurt you, your house is kind of scary, especially if you're there by yourself in a big old mansion. You hear a noise, it's like you might think it's the end. You feel me? Like, damn.
With niggas, there's a 90% chance they're gonna cancel, reschedule, or show up a day late. So now Sydney's just chilling all alone, and the phone rings, and it's Ghostface, and he dead ass hits her with the same riz he used on the girl earlier. And look, she's out here cheesing as well.
Hey,
honestly, the 90s girls were all bops. If they drop me in that era, I have motherfuckers thinking I'm Hugh Hefner. So yeah, Ghostface tells Sydney he's on the front porch. She goes out and sees nobody, and she thinks it's her friends playing a prank on her, but they ain't. Everything is sweet until Ghostface was like,
If you hang up, you're gonna end up like your mother.
and that's when it clicks. She runs back into the house and locks all the doors, and this man jumps out the closet.
Black Flash. Oh, I mean, domain expansion. Ooh-wee.
And honestly, you actually have to be a patient ass motherfucker to be a killer. Shit, I can't even wait on the loading screen on Warzone. I'm way too impatient, so I can never do this. He tries shanking Sydney, but she weaves under and drops to the ground, then trips him, had him landing on his back. But Ghostface ain't no rookie. He pops back up and was like, nah, we ain't done, and started slamming her head onto the ground. Straight CTE. He goes in for the finish, but Sydney kicks him right in the nuts and tries to run out the front door, but her goofy ass must have forgot she locked it earlier. And look, I could have let it slide, heat of the moment and all, but this girl started opening and closing it like it's magically gonna reopen. Like, you can't be that serious. Ghostface gets up and tries to shank her, but she jukes him and dashes upstairs. No, he was really on her ass. She locks herself in the room and tries to call 911, but of course the phone is acting brand new. And yo, look at this nigga at the back, bro. He's trying his hardest to break the door. At ease, my boy, at ease. Sydney hops on the computer and sends a whole email or text, I don't even know what she did, to the police station. But I mean, I guess it worked because Ghostface was gone. And peep this, as soon as Ghostface dipped, who slides through the window? Her boyfriend Billy. Like, come on.
Yeah. Ooh. He would have caught one of. Ooh, no, wait. That's my light hand. One of these. Ooh, what a. Boom! Black Flash. And his whole existence.
I ain't no detective, but if 1 + 1 = 2, then this dude gotta be, you know what I mean? Anyway, she runs to Billy talking about the killer's in the house. There's a killer in the house. And then Billy drops his phone, and now all of a sudden she puts 2 and 2 together, and she's like, wait. This nigga's Ghostface. She runs out the room straight downstairs trying to escape. When she gets to the front, the cops were actually already there. And this might be history. Cops usually show up when everything is done. At the end of the film, the police arrest Billy and take him to jail. Sydney spends the night at her bestie's house, Tatum, because she was way too scared to stay alone. But while she was at Tatum's house, Ghostface calls the home phone and was like,
You really thought you caught me lacking?
so now
Wait, why are you picking up the phone at someone else's house? Yo, bro, the 90s must have been different. That's kind of disrespectful. Even nowadays, bro, don't pick up my phone. You know what I'm saying? If we both know the person, like, this is like are both our friends, like friends of both of us, sure. But random number, you just picking up my phone, it's kind of like, yeah, sir.
She's confused. Maybe Billy wasn't actually Ghostface because he's in jail. The next day, Sydney pulls up to school and everybody already knows. Word spreads too fast in this town. It's like TMZ in this bitch. And now you got kids running through the hallways with Ghostface masks like it's a joke.
You gonna get hurt.
Kind of messed up. Sydney goes into the bathroom, is trying to get a break from all the stares and whispers. But tell me why Ghostface is already in there. Nigga was spawn camping. She runs and slides down, quickly getting the hell out of there. She was not trying to take any chances. Ghostface really trying to catch a body on campus. So after all these incidents, the principal cancels all classes and now school's off until further notice. And even the whole town's on curfew. And y'all know teens, no school?
I'm at home recording YouTube videos, you know what I'm saying? Real dedicated YouTuber, I know. You might want to subscribe for, you know what I'm saying, some consistency, you feel me? But honest to God, I'll be like, I'm black. Like, from what I'm seeing, only white people getting killed. And no school. I'm at home recording YouTube videos on my phone playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! Real talk.
Basically means there's a party. While the students are plotting turn-up plans, Principal Himbry is locking up the school, doing rounds, thinking it's just another quiet evening, until Ghostface pulls up out of nowhere and starts poking it.
Oh, damn.
Yank. Bo didn't even have a chance to clock out. So yeah, that's another body. Sydney's starting to feel anxious because she still can't get in contact with her dad since he left for that work trip. Like either bro lost his phone or he's already a victim, and that's got Sydney spiraling a bit. Can you blame her? Last year her mom got put on a tee and now folks are dropping left and right. Meanwhile everyone's partying and drinking.
Yeah,
pulls up to the party on some sneaky reporter vibes. She's nose deep in everyone's business, hoping something will pop off at the party so she can be the first to report on it. But she's not the only one lurking. Dewey, aka Officer No Respect, is on some sneaky vibes as well. Technically he's law enforcement, but let's be real, nobody taking him serious with that badge. So now Gale and Dewey are out here just snooping around. And listen, I'm not a winter soldier, but hey, Gale Weathers can run a segment on me anytime, if you know.
Hey man, to each his own.
What I mean. Anyways, they both slide inside the party to check it out, and Gail, being the sneaky queen she is, plants a hidden camera in the living room. So if shit pops off, she got every angle like it's Sports Center. If Ghostface decides to make an appearance, she already got the drop on.
That's Monica from the Friends. Oh, I didn't even notice. God. Yup. Have you ever one of those moments where you realize why people don't know Superman is Clark Kent? That's what I just had. You just changed someone's hair color. All of a sudden, they're a different person. Yo, that's crazy.
Real. Just hopefully he doesn't pop out putting up Michael Myers numbers. Tatum heads out to the garage to grab some more drinks for the party, but ends up getting locked out. And I guess it was too loud because nobody can hear her. She tries to leave through the garage, but it stops and goes back down. And now she's just like, what the hell? What the hellies? When she turns around, she sees Ghostface standing there. But instead of being scared like a normal person, she thinks it's one of her friends playing a joke. Like, have you not been watching the news? People out here getting dropped left and right. And now you think this is a prank? Ghostface pulls out the knife and slits her arm. And that's when Tatum realized, oh, this ain't no costume party. She slaps him with the front door and tries opening the garage. But Ghostface quickly gets up, only to catch a beer can straight to the nuts, then to the door. I mean, that's cool and all, but how the fuck did she hit him with a back body drop? Like, girl, you are not Matt Hardy. So while Ghostface is knocked out on the ground, bro, tell me why she didn't finish him off or try escaping through the main door. Her dumb ass tries to crawl through the cat door. Like, bitch, are you dumb? Bro,
Me personally, if he's on the ground, I'm hitting him with the boom, and just like erupting his whole face.
She gets her face and balloons through, but Ghostface hits the garage door button and it goes straight up, snapping her neck like a glow stick.
Oh.
Her goofy ass was never gonna survive in this film. So right after that, Billy manages to turn up to the party.
You don't find that suspicious?
Anyway, Sydney goes upstairs with Billy, and I guess she wanted a little Pound Town, just left Pound Town. And you know, my boy had to get to work. I gotta respect it. So while Sydney's upstairs getting her cheeks clapped, Gail's in the van keeping an eye on everyone. Deputy Dewey pulls up like, yo, I got word that a suspicious car reported out in the woods. Let's go check it out. And Riley, I see what you're doing. I can't lie, I was not familiar with your game. So while they both head to the woods, word gets out that Principal Himbry has been found hanging dead on the goalpost on the football field. And instead of these students being sad and worried, these psychopaths get excited and rush back to campus to check it out.
Hey,
this whole friend group needs therapy. So now the party is all cleared out and only a few people left.
Oh.
Wait. How do we get here? Ref, do something. Gail spots the car that they were looking for, and it's Sydney's father's, which makes no sense. Something is wrong. They both rush back to the house. Meanwhile, Sydney and Billy just finished doing what they had to do. And out of nowhere, Ghostface shows up in the
Damn, everybody just getting some butt today, huh? That's what's up.
room and stabs Billy 5 times, putting him straight out. But he wasn't done. He starts chasing Sydney out the room. She runs out and locks herself into another room and gets out the window. But Ghostface busts through and pushes her off the roof. Bro really wanted to kill so bad. Nigga even popped his head out to check if she was dead. But nah, she was still breathing. Sydney gets up and sees that her friend already got smoked. And I can't lie, that garage kill was different. So now she's running for her life. She gets to the news van screaming for help. She quickly gets in and they see that Ghostface is creeping up on Randy. Gail's cameraman tries to run in to stop it, but remembers there's a 15-second delay, and as soon as he turns around, that's all she wrote.
Oh, god damn it.
Sydney slams the van door shut but gets stabbed. She quickly gets out the front and hits the jet. This is why I suggest everybody go for runs every now and then, because you just never know. Gail gets back to the van and sees blood everywhere, and she was not trying to stick around to see anything. She jumps in the driver's seat and throws that shit in gear. As soon as she tries to take off, her cameraman drops from the roof, but she's like, fuck that nigga, and takes off, damn nearly running Sydney over before swerving off the road and crashing into a tree. Listen, I ain't no conspiracy theorist, but out of the two genders, one of them always consistently folds under pressure. Sydney runs back to the house. Why? I have no idea. When she gets there, Dewey stumbles out the front door with a knife on his back. And honestly, I get why nobody respects this dude. He had a gun. How the hell did he lose to a nigga with a knife? They're really just handing out police badges to anyone. Ghostface comes out the door and yanks his knife back. And bro, look.
I ain't gonna lie, at that point, either I make it out of here alive or we both die. Domain expansion.
Look at the way he yanked that shit. Give me my shit back, nigga. Sydney quickly runs into the car and locks herself in, but she ain't got the keys, so she can't drive off. Had this guy excited, swinging the keys on her face like, oh, you looking for this? Anyways, Ghostface slides under the car and somehow ends up in the back seat. I don't even know how he pulled this off, but I'm gonna let it slide. Sydney busts out the front door and grabs Dewey's gun. Then Randy and Stu pop up talking about, he's the killer, no, he's the killer, blaming each other and shit. But I guess she was not taking any chances, so she gets inside and locks the door on both of them. Sometimes the risk is just a little too big. So while Sydney's snobbing at the door, Billy comes tumbling down the stairs looking all beat up. Like, ain't he dead? She gives him the gun only for him to open the door and shoot Randy. And yup, turns out that Billy was Ghostface all along. Sydney tries running out, but Stu pops out blocking her path. And yup, both of these psychopaths were tag teaming as Ghostface.
Oh, by LeBron and Wade. All right.
The entire time. We find out that the reason Billy's been tormenting Sydney the entire time was because Billy's dad had an affair with Sydney's mom, and when Billy's mom found out, she dipped. So in his twisted head, her mom ruined his life, and now he's out for.
So wait. Your mom. Okay. Your dad cracked my mom, and my mom, and your mom found out that my mom got cracked by your dad, and somehow this revolves in you trying to end my life. Cool.
Revenge. Like, if this ain't the gayest motive of becoming a killer, I don't really know what is. This actually might be gayer than being gay. And remember how Sydney's dad was missing? Billy and Stu kidnapped his ass and had him tied up the entire time. Their big genius plan is to pin all the murders on him, and to really sell it, they started stabbing each other like more than 4 times. Shit is never that serious. Stu tries grabbing the gun but can't find it. Where the fuck is it? Right here, pussy. Gail comes in clutch but then chokes cause the gun was on safety mode.
Oh.
Billy just snatches that shit and kicks her right onto the ground, putting her to sleep. They turn around and realize that Sydney and her dad are both gone. Then out of nowhere, the phone rings.
Hey, you wanna play a game?
Yeah, the tables have turned for real. Billy starts wilding out, looking all over the crib for her. He opens the closet and Sydney pops out and shanks him right in the chest with an umbrella. Her ass really popped out with the costume as well. Stu rushes in, tackling Sydney to the floor, but she scrambles on top, only to get rocked in the jaw. I can't lie, I felt that. She gets up and dashes to the living room only to get tackled, but this time bites the shit out of his hand. Nigga's fingers about to be looking like SpongeBob's. After that, how he gets smacked in the head with a terracotta pot, and Sydney just drops a TV on his head, sending him straight to the shadow realm. Man, some people just get it the.
Hey man, you know what they say? TV's bad for your. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Worse, Randy stumbles back in only to get cracked by Billy, and I
Jesus.
can't lie, this guy's been catching L's all movie. Billy starts choking Sydney out, but she jams a finger right in his wound. Had his ass screaming for dear life. He quickly grabs a knife, but before he can do anything,
Wow.
Gale Weathers ends his kill streak.
Well, to be honest, I never got scared during the movie. I'm just putting on an act, you feel me? Gotta make the reaction more interesting. But yeah, am I ever gonna watch Scream for myself? No, because I don't like watching scary movies. I'm not gonna get scared for no reason. But other than that, peace out.